welcome back, one and all, to the show. How are you? All right. Let me try this. Improve the signal. Not that I think it was bad, but all right. So, London Comic Con is over, and day 2 was also a success. Probably not as busy as day 1, but did have the Robert Picardo panel today, and I gotta say, went off without a hitch. It was beautiful. I do have footage. A friend of mine recorded it for me. I haven't checked the footage yet. Hopefully it's all good. Might be a little jerky at times because the tripod wasn't really cooperating with him. But at any rate, that'll be available sometime this week for you guys to watch. But it went really well. Picardo was fantastic. He even came down to the captain's chair and filmed this little bit of a scene that he wanted to do for his own YouTube channel. He's recently started his own YouTube channel and does little clips and little scenes from Voyager, things like that. And he did his emergency command hologram one today with Mr. Tuvok. Prepare to fire the the photonic cannon. Oh, I forget exactly what it was. But yeah, so that'll be up on his YouTube page soon. That being said, the panel went beautifully. I wasn't nervous at all, which was really weird, considering it was on a little bit bigger stage than I was with Denise Crosby, who I was nervous about doing that one for like 2 weeks prior to the convention. So yeah, I am thoroughly exhausted, which means this is not going to be a long live. But I wanted to just touch base, and if anybody had any questions or anything, now would be a great time to ask them. A lot of friends swung by the captain's chair, and people I hadn't seen for a little while, and that was really fantastic. Really enjoyed seeing everybody and hanging out, and overall, pretty good day. Got to meet one of our bridge crew people in person. Renee, great to see you. My buddy Michael came by to help with the filming of the panel. My friend Don, who I met through Trekyards, he brought his little boy with him for his first convention. And yeah, overall it was a pretty good time. And I gotta say, a good convention. A little bit hectic at times, and a little bit, like I said, exhausted at the end. I'm really burned out right now. But anyway, I am here to chat with you guys. So hello, Broken Speaker. Hello, Chuck. Hello, Olivia. What do you want, Foley? I'm here. I'm just here for Puggy. Well, one pug's there, the other pug is down there. Not going to disturb them because they just got settled. Terrence says hi from Maryland. Hello. Eric is here. Hey, Eric, I'll see you on Tuesday, man. Broken Speaker. Based on all accounts, Robert Picardo is good people. Oh, he's fantastic. Yes. Shamrock Irish. Hi from Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. Hello, Sarnia. Not really far from me. Captain Casey Stewart says, how was Robert Picardo? He was fantastic. It was a really good panel. Like I said, I wasn't nervous going into it. I wasn't nervous walking onto the stage. I wasn't nervous while on the stage. The only time I got nervous was he was answering a question I posed to him, and I thought of a follow-up question based on his response, and he kept talking and talking and talking, which is great. But then I lost my follow-up question, and literally for like a minute while he was talking, I'm like, I am drawing a complete blank as to what I wanted to ask or what question I should ask next. I had nothing. I had nothing prepared. It did come back to me though. So, and I just kept repeating the same word over and over again, like a key trigger word that would remind me of my whole point or my whole question. So that was the only nervous part for me. It didn't last very long. Other than that, I think it went very well, and I'm looking forward to having you guys see the footage. Now, with the way the lighting was on stage and the way the camera was placed, there might be a little bit of blowout from the lights. The cameraman a friend of mine that I used wasn't experienced with the camera, and I really didn't account for that, and I didn't tell him, what to do to fix that. Not a big deal. I'll have to see the footage and I'll see what I can do with it in editing. But it's a really good panel, really good talk, and hopefully you guys will really enjoy it. Plus, like I said, Picardo came down to the captain's chair shortly after the panel and sat in the chair, got some pictures with us, and filmed his little scene that he wanted to do for his YouTube channel, which will be fun to see that and know that that was our captain's chair that he was sitting in for that one. So overall, very successful convention. And yeah. What else? I mean, what would you guys like to know at the convention? Any questions, anything like that? Let me know. You were supposed to feel like a wrung out bar rag after a good convention of any kind. Yeah, I don't even do the after convention parties and stuff like a lot of people do because I don't enjoy that shit. I really don't. Trekyards is here. Chuck A says, I talked to Bob Picardo twice. He was so nice to fans. Or he is so nice to fans. Yes, he is. He was a little grumpy when I first talked to him yesterday morning, but he's just not a morning person, I think, just like me. So, Eric says, don't worry about JJ lens flares. Olivia says, does Trekyards own that captain's chair? Not technically, no. The story behind the captain's chair is quite interesting. I believe in 2017 or 2018, William Shatner was at London Comic Con, and one of the lead organizers, a friend of mine named Andrew Kitt, he wanted a TOS captain's chair there in hopes that Shatner would go sit in the chair or whatever. And so he contacted me. He says, do you know anybody that has a captain's chair? And I'm like, yes, I know a few people. I gave him a few names, one of which was James Cawley, who does have an extra one that does go traveling around to conventions and stuff. And I also found one available from the Sci-Fi Museum in Ottawa. So Andrew reached out to these people and eventually reached out to the Sci-Fi Museum in Ottawa and said, can we rent your chair? We just want to rent it for like a weekend event. And they said, look, it's in storage right now. It's a real pain in the ass to get out of storage, just to have it shipped to you guys and then shipped back. So how about you make you the offer of you buy it from us for $500. So Andrew jumped on that, of course, bought the chair for $500, complete with the backdrop, a bin full of tricorders and some props and some tribbles and some costumes. And one of the tricorders, there was two in the bin. One was, they're both Roddenberry, the Roddenberry whatever, I can't remember the company name now, but one of the Roddenberry ones, the very screen accurate used tricorders, which in itself, when it was brand new, was $500. So we got the chair, the backdrop, everything. Now the chair is always in storage. So Andrew technically owns a chair. Chair is always in storage. It only comes out for London Comic Con, and the only people that set it up and use it all weekend and take care of it and have repainted it multiple times and made some repairs has been myself and my buddy Sky. So technically we don't own the chair, but it is the Trekyards chair. And that being said, if Andrew ever sells the chair, he's giving me first refusal, which means I'm the first person he's going to ask, and it's going to be for the same price he paid for it, which is $500. So if I refuse it for $500, he'll go to the next person. But yeah, that's the story. So technically, no, it's not Trekyards chair, but it is Trekyards chair because it's the only time it makes appearances as at London Comic Con with Trekyards basically taking care of the chair. We got our banner there, we got our table there, so it is a Trekyards chair without being a Trekyards chair, if that makes any goddamn sense. So there you go. Hope that answered your question. Eric Martin, so are you going to edit the interview video, or do you have to do anything, that annoying Woodstock road trip first? I don't know if I'll have time tomorrow. I have to take the little pug, who we've named Lola. Gotta take her to the vet tomorrow. She's gotta get her second round of shots. And then we're gonna have to take her back in probably a week or two for her third round of shots. And then we gotta go get her fixed. So I gotta do that tomorrow at 11:30. Knowing my vet, I'll get there at 11:30 or quarter after 11. And I'll probably won't get in until 12:15, something stupid like that. And then who knows how long we'll be there. So I don't know if I'll have much time tomorrow to edit it. Not that it needs any editing, really. I still have to look over the footage, make sure it's all good. I might have to make a few changes in post and change some of the lighting balances and stuff like that, just to make it look a little bit better with the conditions it was filmed under. But we'll see. So if it doesn't get uploaded tomorrow, it won't get uploaded on Tuesday because I gotta go to Eric's, and then it'll probably upload it on Wednesday. So Wednesday is probably the earliest you'll see it. There's a small chance you'll see it tomorrow if I have time in the afternoon. But yeah, it will be available to watch on the channel. So Chuck A, it looks spacious at the convention, just like Starfleet. What do you think, Stuart? Just like Starfest. Oh, I'll say Starfest. I was gonna say Starfest was bigger, but it really wasn't. It's just more rooms. It's very similar vibe and size to Starfest, I would say, yes. Trek or not, the con parties can feel a bit weird. I don't know but why, but the atmosphere is always a bit iffy, and I usually end up drunk at the bar due to people buying me drinks on a constant basis. Yeah, not really my idea of fun, especially when you gotta get up early the next morning to do the convention. Then go through the whole day hungover and cranky and, you know, yeah, I don't know. Not my thing. Harrison Wells throws in $2. Did you end the panel with computer deactivate EMH? No, I didn't. I did start it with, you know, welcoming everybody, asked if they're having a good time, introduced myself, and saying Trekyards is here with the TOS Captain's Chair. Go get your picture taken in it. And I said, so it gives me great pleasure that with, you know, being a lifelong Star Trek fan, to say these words: computer, activate EMH. Everybody, please welcome Robert Picardo. And he came on stage. It was really great. And I introduced myself as Stuart, also, you know, more commonly known as Captain Foley. So when I came out, when Picardo came out, he said, well, thank you very much, Captain. And I'm like, you're absolutely welcome, Doctor. So I had the Doctor call me Captain, which was fantastic. I never asked him to, but that was pretty awesome. And no, the end was just, well, I'd like to thank all of you for being here. You guys were a great audience. And I'd like to, of course, thank Robert Picardo for being here. And have a great convention, everybody. And that was it. I didn't think of deactivate EMH. So. The Holy Gabriel. Hey, Cap. Loved your walkthrough yesterday, and I hope everything went off error-free today. Yes, it was a good day. Broken speaker. Pug sleep apnea. Heck, $500 sounds like a pretty good deal. Oh, it was a fantastic deal. Eric Martin, pugs are born with sleep apnea, poor things. They don't have sleep apnea. They're brachycephalic, when they got a short snout. It makes it difficult for them to breathe in certain conditions. But they don't It's not like they don't go into REM sleep as a result of their breathing when they sleep. They're not like constantly being woken up. That's what sleep apnea is. So they're not really born with sleep apnea. I don't think they actually have sleep apnea. I have sleep apnea, but broken speaker, you have easement rights to the chair. Yes. And I don't have to pay for storage. I don't have to do any of that. And I got to tell you, if I ever do get the chair, assuming I can get it in the house, because it's pretty big, I don't know how I'll get it through the doors. I probably have to disassemble the thing. It would be going downstairs. It would be in my basement. I would do lives from it. I would do videos with it, that kind of stuff. But it would not be going to conventions anymore because I'm not moving it in and out of my house. Plus, if I got it in my possession, I would fix it up proper, 100% perfect. And I would not want to take it to conventions where every Tom, Dick, and asshole sits in it. And some people are really rough with it. Some people with the cosplay they're wearing, they damage the upholstery. It's just, and then you got the stupid kids that fucking push every button 15 times. It's like, while their parents are just standing there like, it's a babysitter for a few minutes. It's like, no, it's not. It's expensive. Get your kids out of the fucking chair. So yeah, I wouldn't be taking the chair to conventions if I owned it, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I don't know. Everybody seems to really enjoy it. So I like that we're in care of it. We take care of it. We, are always there with it. But I don't have to pay for storage. Like I said, I don't have to worry about if something goes wrong and it breaks. Sure, me and Sky would probably be the ones fixing it. But honestly, it's not my chair, so I don't 100% care. I'll get annoyed if it breaks for sure, and we'll try to fix it the best we can. But, if it was my own personal chair, no. It would be not leaving the house. So that's just the way it is. I don't know if that's good or bad. I think that makes me a bit of an asshole, but wouldn't mind building my own at some point, honestly. So yeah. All right. Check or not, the chair sounds like British politicians. I did it, but I didn't. Broken speaker. I always thought they should find a Marriott Convention Center from the 80s that actually looks like a TNG to have the con in. Ozzy says, activate emergency hologram something. Emergency medical hologram. I don't know what the C stands for, Ozzy. Brandon Carell, thanks for the gift membership. That wasn't me. It was us, but it was one of our moderators, Matt Boardman, that gifted that, so you're welcome. Harrison Wells, just hope your basement won't flood again. Oh, it won't. It won't. It's got the backflow valve installed. It's got the sump pump. It's got all the corrections made that were needed. They've even fixed the storm drains out front that actually caused the issue to begin with. So we got 3 different forms of redundancy now, so no, it won't. Hey Cap. Hey. Chuck A, did Mr. Picardo say if he would accept an offer in the future Star Trek series appearance? Yes, I did ask that question. He is, of course, open to the idea, but he has said he has not been approached by any of them. And I find that sad because we've talked multiple times how it would be great. He would fit right in with Prodigy. He would fit right in with Lower Decks. He would fit right in with Picard. And he is definitely open for it, 100%. And he told the story about how he actually got his cameo in First Contact, which was hilarious. I'll let you guys watch the actual interview for that. But yeah, I did ask that question, and he's definitely open to the idea for sure. He loves the character, and he would definitely be wanting to play it again. So, but yeah, he has not been asked to do it. Ozzy says command. So activate the emergency medical hologram command. I think you mean the ECH, the emergency command hologram. There was no M in the emergency command hologram, and that was only used once. But yeah, shouldn't be at the end there. Emergency medical command hologram would be cool, but you have to have the H at the end for that, Ozzy. Trekyards could make the Foley chair, i.e. the one I 3D modeled. Might be a good idea. Chasen, hi, new fan, just subscribed. Good show. Well, thank you so much, Chasen. Welcome. I'm glad you're subscribed. Thank you so much. That means a lot to us. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy all the content. There's so much of it. There's so much backlog to go through. Hopefully you enjoy it. Chuck A, it would be great to see him in any Star Trek series. I 100% agree. He is a fantastic actor and a really good guy, and the character is just awesome. So, Harrison Wells, I love his First Contact story. Yes. Trekyards, there is an option for a Doctor show based on the copy left in the Delta Quadrant. Absolutely, yes. We've said that multiple times. Perfect place. Perfect. There's so many roles that he could just fall into because he's a hologram. And he could be in fucking Discovery, for Christ's sakes. So yeah, I actually, after he said all that, I was like, well, we'll be promoting it for sure. We'll be pushing for it. So everybody out there, hashtag bring back the Doctor. And everybody got a laugh out of the crowd. So go on social media and hashtag bring back the Doctor. Star Trek, Adventures of an EMH. Ozzy says that was he was dreaming in one Voyager episode. Yes. Trekyards or Star Trek Zimmerman. Crazy Snarfy, did you watch Adam Savage's build of Captain Kirk's chair on his YouTube channel? Yes. This chair is very similar. Adam Savage put the lights in the bottom. This one has it as well. When you hit red alert, you get red lights on the bottom. When you hit general quarters, that sound effect, it's kind of a blue and red effect on the bottom. So, yeah, I did watch that. The build's pretty simple considering how the chair is constructed. It's the electronics and stuff that would be a bit of a pain in the ass, but well worth it, I think. So, yeah, I have seen that, and it's something that me and my buddy Dave have actually considered doing, like building 2 chairs at the same time, one for him, one for me, but side by side, so we could get them all the pieces done at the same time, kind of thing. So who knows what'll happen in the future. Chuck A says, good night, Stuart. Thank you and Samuel for such a great YouTube channel. Thank you, Chuck. Much appreciated. Have a good night, sir. Sean O'Neill, hashtag bring back the Doctor. There you go. Harrison Wells, any Trek would be fine except Discovery. They would probably ruin his character. Sean O'Neill says, hit that like button with a little Captain Foley emoji. Crazy Snarfy. Robert Picardo will always be Coach Cutlip from the Wonder Years to me. Yeah, he was actually talking about the cowboy from Inner Space today as well. And he actually did some cowboy lines, which was really great. Because my friend Michael, who was actually working the camera for me, told me ahead of time that he loved the cowboy from Inner Space. And when he heard that Robert Picardo was being cast in Voyager, that's what made him want to watch Voyager, because of his role in the movie Inner Space. So that was really awesome. So when that happened, Michael got so excited in the audience. He was like, thumbs up, like, yeah. So, you know, it was a really good discussion. It was a really good talk. And I hope you guys will enjoy it for sure. Yeah. My cheese bro, has there ever been a Starfleet ship named the Ticonderoga? Not in canon. Well, maybe in the Dominion War somewhere. But yeah, there has been many in like beta canon as well as FASA and stuff like that. I think even Starfleet Battles had a Ticonderoga in one of the scenarios that they had. So yes. Andy Cap 84, I had a great time at London Comic Con. I missed you today, unfortunately. You were there and you missed me? What the hell, man? Was I just not at the booth? Because I was there most of the day. I was only gone for about an hour and a half for the Picardo panel. And then later in the day, I took about an hour where I wandered around again. I went and saw Sylvia and helped her out and stuff. So Eric Martin, he was good in Stargate and a very different character from Star Trek. Yes, as Mr. Woolsey. Mr. Captain 93, have the second EMH that Voyager left behind return to Discovery. Crazy Snarfy, Picardo and Bill Nye almost seem inseparable. Was he there today? No, but he did talk about Bill Nye. He did talk about Bill Nye, and he talked about the Planetary Society, which he is a board member of. So, yeah, Bill Nye was mentioned. So, yeah, Bill Nye was not there, though. That would have been cool. But Mr. Picardo has some nice hats. He had quite an interesting hat on yesterday and another nice one today. And I mentioned that on stage, and he's like, well, you know, and he takes his hat off. He says, for somebody that's, you know, bald, hats are definitely part of the wardrobe. And he says, now in the ISS, now I've taken my hat off, they'll be like, what's that shining beacon in London, Ontario? So he's a good guy. Funny guy. Captain Casey Stewart, so was the kit a replica? Yes, I believe it was. Was not one of the screen used ones. But it is signed by David Hasselhoff on the passenger side, like dashboard area. It's big David Hasselhoff signature. Eric Martin, I always wondered in Voyager why his character and Seven were the only ones with character development. Did he talk about that at all? No, but he did talk, like, we didn't have a lot of time. We only had like 45 minutes. So I got to the point where I still have a lot more questions, and it was going so smoothly I could have had it go for 2 hours, but they were telling me like questions from the audience now, about 10 minutes before I had planned on doing it. So, but he did say that he loves Jerry Ryan and, you know, happy that she's in Picard, but he was not asked. It would have been great. And I'm, you know, even if he was in Picard season 3, he wouldn't have told us anyway. So who knows? Maybe he is, and he just hasn't, you know, wants it to be a surprise. But you talk about his love for Jerry Ryan, and I went through like 4 of his favorite episodes that are Doctor-centric, and one of them is the one where he teaches her about dating and actually kind of falls in love with her. So 37 people here, 27 likes. Awesome. Hit that like button if you haven't already, guys. We had 1 super chat. If we get a few more super chats, that would be amazing. So if you can super chat, please do so. Would really appreciate it. And yeah. Ozzy says, did you get the Admiral Super Surprise box she asked for you? I went and looked. They didn't have any of the ones that she would have wanted. She wanted a Sailor Moon one. There was another one, but those ones were sold out. So, no, I did not get her one. But I did go to get her one. Did Mr. Picardo sing? No, I was going to ask him about his music. He talked a little bit about some of the voiceover work he's done, where he plays a female opera singer. And I was going to lead in with some questions about his singing, but I just didn't get time. Didn't have enough time to do that. Andy Urich. Us bald guys do need hats. Mr. Captain 93, would Samuel have been complaining about the lighting? No, because Samuel would have had the technical know-how with the camera to avoid the problem that we ran into. Just because my friend doesn't know much about how the camera worked, and plus just with the placement of where the camera was, it's kind of direct with the light behind Picardo's head. He just didn't know to touch the screen on the face so that it would focus on the face instead of like small thing. But yeah, Samuel probably would have complained. Excuse me. Textical. I'm happy you didn't say deactivate EMH at the end. Have to keep him running as long as possible. I know, right? Crazy Snarfy, what season of Kit? Super Pursuit mode? Fuck no, not Super Pursuit mode. This is like season 1 or 2 Kit. Really nice looking Kit. Captain Casey Stewart, Lines and Dash, seasons 1 and 2, no lines. Season 3 and 4. Well, I didn't get a super great look at the dash, and I didn't really have time to talk to him about the car. I have seen the car before. I've sat in the car. I've got a picture of me in the driver's seat of that car from like 2017, I believe. And yeah, I've posted those on Facebook, so I don't know what seasonal car it is. Eric Martin, I heard that Kit at Universal Studios had holes drilled in the floor for kids that would pee themselves when Kit talked. Has it ever been an issue with the captain's chair? LOL. No, because I would beat the little fuckers to pulp if that ever happened. And I think that's definitely a fabrication that there was holes drilled in the floor of Kit at Universal Studios for pee. I don't believe that for a goddamn second. I watched this YouTuber called Knight Rider Historian. He actually owns one of the screen used cars, and he can tell you, he reviews episodes of Knight Rider, and each scene he's like, this is the stunt car, this is the, cutaway car, this is the whatever. And he goes, and you can tell little markings on each car on the outside. You can tell what season it's from, which model of the car it was, whether it was actually one of the models, because they had small, like 1/8 scale models as well for some jumps and stuff. And yeah, he's talked about the Universal car, and that's never come up. So I call absolute bullshit on that story. Captain Casey Stewart, yeah, that's what Knight Rider historians say. Yes, that's what Knight Rider historians say. Did you hear the holes drilled from Knight Rider historians? Because if that's true, then yes, that is a fact. But I haven't seen that episode, if that's the case. Hey, Commander Shepard. Hello, David Morris. Matt Boardman, that's the first I've heard. It sounds like a fucking bullshit story to me. Why in the name of hell are you sitting in Kit if you don't know what Kit is and that Kit can talk? Why would you be surprised by this? And it's not like it's the 1880s where if you sit in something and it talks to you, you would actually maybe pee yourself. It just doesn't make any sense. Well, Casey Stewart said, yes, it's a fact from Knight Rider historians. Okay, well, I haven't seen that episode, so fair enough. Watch the Kit video on Jay Leno's Garage. The pee holes are real, Cap. No bullshit. It grossed me out. Well, that is gross. And yeah, that one, the one on Jay Leno's Garage was the Knight Rider historian guy. So, okay, I'll concede. I'll say that's true, but that's fucking stupid. That's absolutely stupid bullshit, in my opinion. Matt Boardman, also, it's not like the kids didn't see the car talking before they got there. I would fucking kill my kid if it pissed in somebody's car, or if they pissed in somebody's car. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Whatever. No, whoever that is, I can't pronounce that. Hey, hope you're doing well. I am. I just wish I could pronounce your name. Yeah. Pee holes and no carpet on the floor, apparently. Well, yeah, pee holes with carpet the carpet would negate the pee holes because it would just dry in the carpet and then it would be like gross and smelly. That's a fucking disgusting story, just for the record. And that's the first I've heard of it, so. Brainworks, or Brian Works. Okay. Eric Martin, and he said it as Jay is sitting in the driver's seat. Pretty funny. Okay, I haven't seen that then. Captain Casey Stewart, the Knight Rider historian, other car is going to be at the con near Philadelphia next weekend. Yes, he just actually did a power wash of the car. He did a power foam thing. I just watched that in preparation for the convention. So yeah, that was cool. It was right before this convention where there was a kit, but this kit's a replica, I'm pretty sure. So Dave Morris, yeah, I have one question. How many Star Trek models do you collect, and how many do you already have? You have already now. How many Star Trek models do you collect? As many as I want. And how many do I have now? I have no idea. Lots. I tried counting the Constitution classes, just the Constitution class ships in my other room. I thought I had them all, and then I was like, oh wait, there's 3 more that I missed. Because I see them every day, so it just doesn't register. I got a lot. A lot of my Eagle Moss stuff is still in boxes. I have a closet full of Eagle Moss ships in boxes at the bottom of the stairs in the basement. Hey Joshua, it's going well. Brandon says, great, now I will never think of Kit the same again. I know. Appeasive. Crazy Snarfy. Michael Knight almost peed himself in the pilot when Kit first spoke. LOL. We discussed the Starfleet command games a while back. Been busy since then. Okay. Yeah. We've all been busy. Eric says, so everyone should I buy the Eagle Moss DS9 from Cap? I'm on the fence. Fun fact. I was just going to bring you that on Tuesday and give it to you. For free. However, within the first 10 minutes of being open today, somebody bought it. So, unfortunately, I no longer have it. That being said, I do know who bought it. They are a friend of mine. I could steal it from them and bring it to you anyway. So yeah, it's not available anymore, Eric. It was bought. But, you know, that way you didn't have to spend the money. It worked itself out. It's fine. I also had a good price on it, so. My Cheese Bro. Are there any applications or websites where you can design your own Starfleet ships? I don't believe so. I wish there was like a Starship toolbox where you could like mix and match parts. That'd be awesome. They had a Starship ship creator game back in the day, which were kind of fun to create the ships. The missions were garbage. But anyway, I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of anyway. Casey Stewart says they now have 2 screen-used cars and the flag, semi, and trailer. Yes, I saw the trailer and semi video, well, one of them anyway, where they were kind of cleaning it up, taking out the air conditioning unit and stuff, and finding the original black paint. But I haven't really been following. I just watched the occasional Knight Rider historian video, so. Eric says, what are you drinking? I am drinking Canada Dry Cranberry Ginger Ale. This is a drink, the drink of gods, my friends. This stuff is amazing. Matt Boardman, yeah, the missions were kind of boring. Yes, they were. Danny Janey throws in $25. Oh my God, thank you. That makes me feel so good to have a good super chat, so thank you so much. We can hear the pugs, but can we see the pugs? Fine. Everybody cares about the pugs. So there's Precious. Sloda. Precious. Precious. Lola. They're sleeping the exact same way. Exact same position, pretty much. Because that's how you do. There you go. You saw the pugs. Are you happy now? I think he's drinking Canada Dry strawberry or raspberry. No, it's cranberry. Matt Boardman, once you got to that point, you didn't get to really see anything. They just sort of played some music and gave you text feedback while you were doing the test cruises. Yeah. Starship Creator had a fun exploit where you could import save ships into your fleet for free and then scrap them for credits. Eric Martin, yeah, the flag trailer, they want to restore every last rivet. I'm worried they will go broke. They'll be fine. Yeah, the interior is not going to be quite the right size. It's going to have to cheat a little bit, but it's fine. Trekyards, problem with the app is that you would never own your design, as the personnel who made the parts would own them. Or the person that would own the parts would own them. And you're in Vegas. I just found out about Eagle Moss and I'm sad. My collection will be harder to complete now. Don't worry, man. Ben Robinson's gone on record saying that they're in talks with people to take over the licenses and stuff. And rumor has it that Round 2, the model company Round 2, who bought AMT, they bought a few other model companies over the years, will be buying Eagle Moss and continuing on with the stuff because they already have the infrastructure to create the ships and to ship the ships. So we just have to be patient and see what kind of business deals can be made to revive Eagle Moss and have somebody buy it. So just don't feel too bad about it yet. Cute. You guys don't have to say that I'm cute and be like, aw, when you see me, it's fine. I love both the cranberry Sprite and Sierra Mist. Yummo. Eric Martin again says, I feel like Cisco when he had to abandon DS9. Captain Casey Stewart, love ginger ale, Canada Dry, and Schweppes. I don't mind Schweppes, which is the one I don't really like. Werner's. Not a fan of Werner's. I like Schweppes, okay, but Canada Dry is the best. That's good news. I hadn't heard that info. Oh, about Eagle Moss. Yes, yeah. It's kind of just rumors and whisperings right now, but yeah, I think it'll be fine. Eric Martin, Star Trek license is too valuable. Someone will pick it up from the bankruptcy. My Cheese Bro says, I grew up on TNG and DS9 and Voyager. Is it okay to not like New Trek, like, at all? I mean, yeah, I guess. You're missing out, though. Lower Decks is nothing but honoring TNG and Voyager and DS9. So you're missing out, and Prodigy is also honoring that stuff as well. So, I don't know, you're just missing out, and that's sad. But yeah, you can not like it, that's fine. Matt Boardman, Werner's is really only good when you blend it with vanilla ice cream and make a Boston cooler or put alcohol in it. Eric Martin, Werner's is engine cleaner. Can't stand it. Yeah, it's very gingery. Werner's effing sucks. Well, that's 3 people that just are like, Werner's kind of blows. Oh, and then me, that's 4. I'm so goddamn thirsty. I tells you. got distracted. My cheese bro says I like clearly Canadian myself. Well, it's not ginger ale though, is it? It's like flavored water. Clearly Canadian. Speaking of Knight Rider, look, I got one of the Knight Rider novels. It's Trust Doesn't Rust, which is based on the episode Trust Doesn't Rust, of course. Let's see what it says. Road Warrior. Michael Knight is no stranger to deep cover. In Nam, he spearheaded missions for counterintelligence. Now, he's teamed with a very special, ultra-sophisticated microprocessor. The Knight 2000 is the supercar of the 21st century. Michael Knight is the Knight Rider. In Knight Rider 2, Carr, the retired prototype for the Knight 2000, is ripped off by a pair of deadly toughs who use it to commit a wave of robberies. The Knight Rider's assignment: to find out if one indestructible supercar can stop another. Dun da 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 dun da 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 dun da 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 dun 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 dun. Yeah, Trust Doesn't Rust. I had this book since public school, man. It's got a little bit of spine damage, which I don't tolerate. I don't like spine damage on my books. A few of my older books do have it. Oh, that old book smell. Let's turn to a page. Tony grinned. That's just the ringmaster. See, Rev ain't this great? I scan no such person as ringmaster, said Carr in his deadly flat tone. The device outside is only a primitive remote, devoid of location. Dummies, thought Jerry. They always pulled in and then never knew what they wanted. I said the ringmaster is ready for your order, he said testily. Oh. So yeah, there might be people out there that don't know what CAR stands for. K-A-R-R. It's Knight Automated Roving Robot. It's like the original KIT. And then KIT came out, the Knight Industries 2000. So, and now you know. And knowing's half the battle. G.I. Joe. Her says, I'm back. Was gone for a while. Eric Martin, cranberry ginger ale would mix well with vodka. Yes. Casey Stewart, Seagram's is but take it over at Verner's any day. Mike Charest, did you hear that Amazon might make a new Stargate, but they're ghosting Brad Wright? Danny Janney, clearly Canadian, tastes like sparkling pixie sticks. Used to have a radio Knight Rider audio series. Aaron Vegas says, does the new Quantum Leap start tomorrow? I'm not excited for it, but we'll give it a watch. I have no idea. I don't really give a fuck. I will watch it. I just don't want to watch it week on week. I'll wait till it's all done and binge it. But Casey Stewart says Carr is really Optimus Prime. Yes, he is. He's voiced by Peter Cullen, who did the voice of I am Optimus Prime. Go Away says, they're making a new Quantum Leap? Screw that. No faith in anything they make any versus Kit. Crazy Snarfy Carr was essentially lore to Data. Yes, yes, yes. 100% yes. Matt Boardman, why did I just sing G.I. Joe when you said that? Because you are awesome. You had a great childhood. Dean Faw says, I also had Knight Rider book, but not anymore. Nayurin Vegas, my first three-wheel was a Kit cycle, also New York in Vegas. Oh, New Yorker in Vegas. Oh, New Yorker in Vegas. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Yeah, I always saw those Kit big wheels, and I always wanted one as a kid. I had a real big wheel when I was younger. And then, yeah, I wanted the Knight Rider one, never got it. Mike Charest, I'm scared for the future of Stargate. Matt Boardman says, anyone see the vague tweet by J. Michael Stradzinski asking for Babylon 5 fans support tomorrow? I did not. Skeleton hands. I'll smack you with my skeleton hands. When is the next Trekyards? It's a very good question. It should be soon. We have had fuck all for revenue lately because we haven't been doing as many lives because we've both been busy with things. And the lives we do. The lives that we do are very, we're not quite hitting our minimums. So our fucking revenue is going to be shit again, which means we need to do a Trekyards so we can kind of pull the numbers up. So who's to say? I want to do a live with Sylvia soon where we could possibly get another skeleton hands. I can't do it like she can. Skeleton hands. I swear to God, I'll smack you with my skeleton hands. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you are so missing out. But I think me and Sylvia are going to do another live like that one sooner than later. We were going to do it 2 weekends ago, and we got busy and didn't do it. But yeah, I would really appreciate the support on those lives if you guys can make it in Super Chat. Eric Martin, Night Book isn't great writing, but it beats most disco scripts. Yeah. Matt Borman says, still one of the best videos on Captain Foley's channel. Casey Stewart, yes, lore prototype, just like Night Automated Roving Robot, and Data, the superior model, like the Night Industries 2000. Well, you can make a cool Russian accent, though. Sylvia can do a great accent. I bet you everybody's wondering what my shirt says. Trek or not, will there be Halloween live this year, Cap? Scarily close. Time flying. I would love to do a Halloween live where I just walk around the neighborhood. There's like a house like a block from us that does like, goes all out. Their whole front yard is done. There's animatronic stuff everywhere. It continues into the garage. Who wants to see my shirt? Probably everybody. There's more to it, but you guys don't get to see it right now. I'll only show you for a $10 super chat or 2 5s. Gotta pimp myself out just to get some super chats. It's a funny shirt, I promise, and there's a story behind it. So, SC Scout guy, I hate I missed most of this live. I never got a notification. Was there another Spider-Woman ass sighting? I mean, there was, but not on camera. Go Away says, going as Ghostface this year for Halloween. What's everyone else doing? I have no idea what I'm doing, if anything. Halloween live like that would be awesome. Matt Borman says, here's Skeleton Hands from Captain Foley's personal channel. There's the link. Guys, you're missing out. If you don't open that link in a new window and watch it after this live, you are missing out on some of the best content from me and the Admiral. That can be shown on YouTube, that is. New Yorker in Vegas says, Dildo Beggins. Crazy Snarfy, Dildo in Newfoundland. Urs says, you should ask for more than just $10, man. No, I can't even get $10. How the fuck would I ask for more? Trek or not, going as inverted Michael Myers, aka Kirk. Mike Charest says, dildo my ass. SC Scout Guy, dildo, Newfoundland and Labrador. Urs says, best content on YouTube. Well, you're not going to see the shirt, and you're not going to get the story, so that's cool, because I'm not going to get any more super chats, which is sad. I would like another 8 likes, though, to get to 50 likes would be great. If you're able to, would really appreciate you hitting that like button. If you can super chat, again, supports the channel, helps us out. We would really like that as well. Best content on YouTube, but yet we're so struggling here. I wish more people saw our content. But anyway, Eric Martin, I saw late last week. Eric said, I saw late last week an 18-wheeler carrying dildos and lube rolled over on a U.S. interstate. Matt Boardman said $10. There you be. Okay. This is just one of the shirts that I got from a friend of mine. Just dildo with an arrow. So who's ever standing this side of me is a dildo. Now, you're right. It is dildo Newfoundland. I have a friend and a coworker of Sylvia's that's from Dildo, Newfoundland. And his name is Dan. I call him Dildano. But anyway, his cousin owns the Dildo gift shop, and they sell these shirts, Dildo, which is the sign with the arrow. He gave me these shirts for Christmas, but he gave me a size too small, so we had to get more in, and this one is the right size. I also have one that says Captain Dildo. Captain Dildo, and it's got a picture of a fisherman on it. And anyway, it's kind of funny. Not a very exciting story, but a story nonetheless. Captain was even wearing his Stark Industries shirt. Kev Horsley throws in $1. Thank you so much, Kev. Ozzy says, "Here, your new puppy, or your puppy pug." Trekyards should get yourself a chest harness and cam cap. Free your hands when doing lives, when walking, etc. Yeah, and doing other things. Would make other videos way easier to film as well. Matt Boardman, Dildo, and the 9 Fingers, and the Ring of Doom. Dildano Vibrator. Dildano Vibratori. Harrison Wells, is it Newfoundland or Newfoundland? It's Newfoundland, actually. Yeah. Interesting place, interesting people, interesting names. Like, I think Dildo is right across. There's a bay. It's Conception Bay. There's Dildo, and across from Dildo, across Conception Bay, is Spread Eagle. There's a place called Spread Eagle. So, I mean, what? You need naming conventions, guys. At least it's better than, like, I think it's Sweden, where there's a place called Fucking, and a few other interesting town names along that particular stretch of road, which I can't recall offhand, but yeah. Anyway. On the East Coast, we pronounce Newfoundland. Textico, LinkedIn, title, owner, Dildo gift shop. That's awesome. Dildo hanging beggins. Newfoundland is also the first place where the Brits had their first colony. New Yorker in Vegas. In Upper Manhattan, New York, there's a cross street of Seaman and Cummings. So, Urs says, and for folks that don't know, it was the Vikings that discovered North America. Yes. We know this. Everyone knows this. 3 more likes to get to 50, but there's, you guys have been with me for a while, so there's probably no more likes coming my way. That's fine. If you watch this after the fact, hit that like button, though, if you haven't. Oh my God. I'm just so fucking thirsty after today. And as good as this ginger ale tastes, it's not quenching my thirst. I need to go get some water when I'm done here. I drank a lot of water yesterday. I did not drink a lot of water today. So, the naming conventions during colonial times was associated with who Oops, just a sec. Okay. Mactel Dildo Cree. New Yorker in Vegas, I can unlike and relike. Wait. Yeah, it doesn't help, man. Oh, we're at 50. We're at 50. Harrison Wells, Gander, Newfoundland was a big stopping point during 9/11. Yes. It wasn't a big stopping point. It was one of the only stopping points for a lot of planes. There's a great documentary on that. Eric Martin throws in $20. Oh. See, that's $20 they didn't spend on the DS9 model, but yet you can super chat. Appreciate it. Thank you. Here's some cash since I had to work today and missed your interview. Oh. But you'll see it with everybody else. ENG09 is here and says, greetings. Greetings, ENG09. Good to see you. New Yorker in Vegas, thirsty dildos. Urs says, Gander was also used during World War II to fly over the bombers to England. Yes, that's why they were able to accommodate the planes, the size of planes they did on 9/11. Dildo skeleton hands to the right. This is a shirt I'm going to have to wear when I do a live with Sylvia. Or my Captain Dildo shirt. The Captain Dildo one's pretty funny. You'll see that someday too. Anyway. Like I said, I need to go get an actual drink of water. And I honestly am really exhausted. So I think I'm probably going to hit the hay sooner than later. By that I mean, what time is it now? 10:26. I'll be up for another 2 hours at least. But, yeah. And I got things to do tomorrow. Vet appointments and such. So, anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the Robert Picardo interview. It went really well. I was really happy with it. A lot of people complimenting me afterwards that I was a really good moderator, did a fantastic job. So I really appreciate that. So was the documentary about an Australian couple stuck in Gander, Newfoundland? No, it was not. It was just about all the people that were stuck there. I forget what it's called, but it's on Netflix in Canada anyway. Matt, Cap needs one of those supersized Slurpees. Stat. Grant McGregor was associated with who was there and what class they were. Have fun at the veterinarians for your pug. Matt says, I'm going to mount Vesuvius. Ensign Vesuvius, report to my quarters. Oh, that's funny. Mike says, good night, Captain. Make sure you try to dream of being Goa'uld. Being Goa'uld. Best dream ever. And New York and Vegas said, you'd be better moderator than every single creation entertainment moderator ever. Yes, I know, right? And the fucking hosts, oh my God, the hosts that they get for Star Trek Day, do you know anything about Star Trek? Fucking dumbasses. Yeah, don't get me started, man. And you're right about creation and their fucking moderators. Anyway, wow, what a note to leave on. Thank you guys. Hashtag Foley for moderator. I don't know. But no, seriously. Hashtag bring back the Doctor. Let's get the Doctor on Picard. Well, the Picard's over this season. Lower Decks, Prodigy. We can honestly even bring him back for Discovery. They'll probably fuck it up, but hey, at least Picardo would be back. But, you know, so do it. Do it. Do it now. All right, I'm out of here. Thank you guys. Have yourselves a great night. And I will see you all tomorrow. No, I won't. Maybe I will. Maybe tomorrow night. I don't know. I don't think we're doing a live tomorrow or Tuesday. But Wednesday we'll probably be doing one. But I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, until then, I'm Captain Foley. Over there somewhere across the pond is Commander Cockings. And have a good one, everybody. Oh, and check out the link that Matt shared for Skeleton Hands. I'm losing my voice. Skeleton Hands. Go watch the link. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. I'll just give you the synopsis real quick. Me and Sylvia on mushrooms. Got some chocolate with mushrooms in them. Hallucinogenic mushrooms. And then we played Mortal Kombat 11. Need I say more? It's hilarious. Have fun. Go watch.